Hey guys, and welcome back to another Digimon Rumble Arena 2 video. So, today I am looking at Patamon, the second B tier character. And here we have Lilymon because she has the second highest, she has the, also she has full bar HP. And has the second highest defense. So, I just have her, as kind of like a Magna Angelmon replacement. Since you can't have two of the same character, which is kind of dumb, I don't know why they didn't do recolors. But yeah. Patamon overall is really fast. He has a glide, which is nice, so you can do some stuff with his glide. You can move around pretty nicely. That's a good little movement option. You know, he's got some really good stuff too. His moves are pretty good too. It's good to his attacks. His jab is actually kind of good because of his ears being so big, and also because he's so tiny, some attacks just don't hit him. Or, you know, he can just, you know, avoid some hits just because he's so small. His down attack is actually really good because of how fast it is. I know I've complained that if a move is too fast, it's not good. But since this move is fast and it has a pretty good hitbox, it can sweep. And also just as a combo extender. And his up attack is kind of bad, but hey. Who cares? His Nair is really good. It's literally, it's just a movement option. That's all it is. It has no other purpose than to be a movement option. And it can really do some crazy stuff with his other moves. But yeah, it's a really good movement option. So yeah, I don't got much to say. His down air is a down air, and his up attack sucks. Or his up air sucks. It's the usual. Now, his specials are where it gets interesting. His neutral special is Boom Bubble. Now, Boom Bubble is so weird. I'm not even holding anything on the controller. When you press it, it just automatically goes up in this arc. I don't know why. Unless it hits something. So it's like this weird attack. Like it goes forward and then it just goes up. I don't know why. But it's actually pretty good for just covering aerial opponents. Because if they don't know, Patamon's Boom Bubble is kind of jank, I guess. Then they're going to be like, oh crap, that's coming for me, and then get hit. I'm pretty sure this couldn't have been intentional. Like, how is this intentional? There is no projectile like this in the entire game besides Patamon. So how is this intentional? This couldn't have been intentional. So yeah, I'm just gonna chalk it up to bad coding. Now his down special at first looks horrible until you mash. So when you mash, you could go really high super fast, and if you keep mashing, you continuously do that. So you could actually just keep yourself in the air and basically protect yourself in the air. Because now they can't attack you, because even when you're mashing while you're still falling, they still can't get you. Because as long as you still mash, you will continue to do that, be a falling hitbox. So yeah, this is a really good option. And if you cancel it, like, it can be just a really good fast option. Because in the air, it's actually kind of faster. Especially if you mash. Like, look at... And if you mash fast enough, you can go really high with this thing. Yeah, that's pretty high. That's like a... That's higher than double jump. That's really good. And, yeah... Now his up special isn't too great. It's just one of those like arcing upward thrusts. But hey, it's an upward thrust. It's gonna be bad. But overall, Patamon is really good just because of his specials being kind of weird. And also just having a smaller hitbox, so it's kind of harder to hit him. But overall, pretty okay. Let's get into Angelmon here. So Angelmon here is a little bit different. He just uses his staff to outrange the opponent. His jab is not a staff, but it's a jab. But hey, it's kind of good. I mean, it's just kind of a normal jab, though. It's not too great. But it is kind of fast. His down attack is the sweeping motion, which has pretty good range because it's a staff. So you can kind of hit opponents from far away. Let's see how far. That's probably like a character distance away, which isn't half bad. And it gets set up for combos, so it's a really good combo starter. And his up attack is kind of bad. His Nair is really good for keeping momentum, like really good. It's also good for just combo starting, getting damage in. It's a combo extender. Like, I don't know what else you need this move to be. It's a good move. Like, really good. His up air is horrible, and his down air is nothing special. His grab kind of sucks. I forgot to cover this with Patamon, but Patamon grabs suck. His grab is doo-doo. So, sorry I didn't mention that. But Angelmon's grab is also doo-doo. So, yeah. For their specials, we have his Hand of Fate, which was the coolest move in the show, but here it's just this slow thing that you can hold, but it doesn't extend or do anything. It's just a laser. It's just still laser. Though it isn't too slow, so I mean you can use it in some niche scenarios. His down special may look like garbage, but what it does is this. It WWEs them. And because of how fast it is, and it can be used in the ground or the air, I don't know. Wait, I want to test something. How broken is this move? I'm going to have to dual wield here. Dual wield the controller. Yep, you can use it in the air while they're jumping. And it still does damage, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, this move is a really good aerial catch option. It's a good just damage option. It can start a combo, I guess, but that's more like a niche thing it can do. But yeah, it's just really good. And his up special is just a kind of a boring rising up special. And move Lilymon here. So now let's get into Magna Angelmon, where it gets interesting. Now Magna Angelmon, as you know, is the bulkiest character in the game. Max HP, max defense. He's kind of slow, but who really cares? But also, he has no projectiles, which makes him kind of interesting, because he's more of an up-close fighter, which does put him at a slight disadvantage, because, well, he can't outrange opponents, which is kind of the name of the game in Digimon Rumble Arena 2, because even for someone like Lilymon, who has, you know, Flower Cannon, which is one of the best projectiles in the game, and Magna Angelmon has none. For his jab, it's just kind of a weird close-up attack. It's not great. His down attack is okay. His up air is good. Or, I mean, bad, sorry. His up attack is bad. His nair is just kind of okay. It's just your normal kick forward. His up air is an up air. And his down air is nothing special. Though it does have a bigger hitbox because of how he lands. So that is a bit unique. So, let's get into his grab, which is kind of dookie. And now, let's get into his specials. This is actually really good. It kind of makes up for him not having a projectile as neutral special. Because it just is a distance closer. And it's also pretty fast, so you're going to be able to do this. And it goes really far, so it kind of makes up for him not having a projectile a little bit. His down special is the only counter in this entire game. So basically, it's called the shield and counter. All it does is it counters. And it does a shit ton of damage. I'm going to have to dual wield the controller here. So, see? It's frame 1. So the first frame someone hits you, and if on the same frame you activate it, it will hit them. And it does a butt ton of damage. If you don't, if no one hits you. But it does the same damage even if they do hit you. So I don't know why it has a differing... Whoops. I inputted the wrong thing. So I don't know why it does the same damage. I thought the charge attack was supposed to be stronger, but or the weight attack, it's not. Just kind of weird. And his up special is just kind of like this weird rising move. It's kind of bad. Now his charge attack is actually the best charge attack in the game. That was his charge attack. It's called Excalibur, which is the best name ever. It's super fast. It does pretty good damage. And it can lead it to some combos. So, yeah, I mean... This is one of the best charge attacks in the game. I don't know if it's the best, but it's one of the best. Because look at how fast that is. Look at that. Graceful. And finally, we have his special. Gate of Destiny is kind of dookie. I just have to say it. It's kind of dookie. Like, I mean, like, shit, okay? Like, it's not even that good. It doesn't make a giant hitbox. It just... They have to be, like, kind of close and then get sucked in. Like, even right here, you're safe. You have to be, like... You have to be, like, kind of close to him. Like, at least 2 characters apart. To get them into the gate. Which is kind of dud. The dookie. I mean, it does instantly kill them, which is nice. And I get why it had to be like that. But, like... You know, why not, you know, make it better? And you can't actually move after you activate it, so you can just kind of leave it somewhere and hit someone into it, which does make it a bit better, but it is kind of hard to do that, especially with his moves. So, yeah. Overall, Patamon's line is okay. It's not the greatest thing, it's not the worst thing, but it could be better. But hey, that's why they're in B tier. But they do have options which can confuse or just be weird or be really good. Like, why does Patamon's Boom Bubble do that? It shouldn't do that, but it does. And also, Magna Angelmon Magna Angelmon having a counter, which is very unique. Because this is the only counter in the game, so if you're not expecting it, you're not going to expect it. And it's frame 1. And it does a lot of damage. And it can combo. And they have the fastest charge attack in the game. And he's super bulky. Like, you know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.